Hey guys, it's Jen, your heavenly Hoyden here, and it is just me, unfortunately. Specky apparently has a life or whatever, which is fine. She's allowed to have a life. We'll let it happen, I guess, reluctantly. So what's going on with me? I just went to the doctors recently and everything is healing the way it should. So that's good news. So I'm really happy to hear that. What else is going on? We're at a point where we're able to look for employment. So, because I had to step back for that because when you can barely walk, you can't really work, and that was disappointing on a lot of levels, but it's okay because we're working on that. And so yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Still can't sit on the floor, so we're still not in front of the lockers, but this is my husband's wall. This is all his stuff. So it's super cool. He's got his Narnia quotes here, and then this is a map of Middle Earth, and that's a Balrog. This is another map of Middle Earth, because you can't have enough of those. You gotta have at least one more. This is actually pretty cool. A friend of ours got this for us when they went to Pensacon, and that is Sean Austin's autograph. Super cool. Sam Gamgee for the win. Also, he will forever be Mikey. He just will be. And this right here is a that's our D&D party as rendered by one of the members of the D&D party. So, and that's his dad joke calendar given to him by his daughters for Christmas, which I love so very much, so much. It's my favorite. It's not. He tortures me with it, but it's okay because these are the things you sign up for. So I think it's also those things they don't tell you about when in marriage counseling, that one day they will love the dad joke. And I don't know if it's in the male genetic code, but they do love the dad joke. And one or two dad jokes is what it is, but it's a constant. It's a constant dad joking. It's okay. I will survive. So anyway, so that's what's going on here. We're working towards, like I said, getting new employment. We're still working on lots of projects. I've gotten lots of things done. I've gotten lots of projects, well, not completed, but a lot of quilt tops have been done. And they're just kind of hard to show by myself. So what I did find though is, because I don't know if I've talked to you guys this, but I'm a big fan of panels, because you can do so much with the panel. And what I did with one of them is I made placemats. Da-da-da. So this panel had 8 different scenes that it looked like that, and I made them into placemats. So love it. Turned out real cute, I think. I guess that's all that matters. Also, if you have a machine with decorative stitches, you're like, what do I use them for? You use them for your binding. Make little bows. So, stuff like that. Or around your dresses, or whatever you want to do, because you're the boss of your own stuff. So, I made some quilt tops. I made some placemats. What else did I make? Quilting-wise. I believe that's all I've done. All right. So yeah, I guess that's my quilt part of it. But I was really excited about this because it's been on the to-do project list for a long time. And I'm kind of in a, let me finish what I've started, kind of. And in conjunction with that, I know I showed you guys last time I got a Mill Hill kit called Essence, a little ghosty. And was in love with it, and I just started it and whoop this way, and I just could not stop. Look at that. So this is Essence. Look at all the beads. So cute. We're just gonna put him in the hutch, the little cat buddy. Look at that. So cute. So much fun. I really do like beading, and I just backed it with some fabric, some scrap fabric. Super fun. Just had a good time. Just going to put him in the hutch. So he is all the way done. I know I showed you guys walking in a winter wonderland, and I did make it into a pillow. Now, I did a little experimenting with trim. I like it. It's for me, but I'm going to need some practice, I think. I didn't 100% like the way the trim came out, but that's okay. But ta-da, a little pillow. I got to practice on the corners. I'm still not super good at that, but I think he turned out just as a little something to throw on the bench or something. A little fun winter thing. Just went with a flannel, plain flannel for the back. Scrap's used up now, so there you go. I think he turned out. Now, like I said, I like it. I don't 100% like the corners, but again, I did something with this for Becky, and I didn't like how that turned out either. She liked it, so I guess that's all that matters. She liked it. She said it was fine. If you guys do a lot of pom-pom borders or anything like that, let me know. Tips, tricks, what you got, let me know. But yeah, so those are what I'm fully finished with. We're gonna, actually, we might leave him out a little bit longer. Not too sure, because we got, it's still winter. Well, it's winter here for a little bit longer, and then that's it. But you know how it is around here. What else do we got? So those are my finished, but are fully finished. I don't think I have any just finished. Still working on that. Still working on our fully finished. So yeah, so what I'm working on with I guess my quilt stuff, because I kind of lumping them in together a little bit, I don't mean to, but this is kind of where it is. I got quilt tops I'm gonna finish, and then I have 2 snapsacks. I don't know if you guys know what those are. They were sold a while ago, but they're a little quilt kit that makes a mini quilt, not literally a mini quilt. And I was like, oh, they're little quilts. They'll be little and fun. And they're actually back to the real fiddly and small. And I don't think it's as fun as I thought it was going to be, but I made the kits. I'm going to finish the kits because I still like the kits. So we're going to finish them, and we're going to do them. So after I finish these, I think I have 2 more quilt tops that I cut out. One of them is not, I guess this is a quilter question. Oh, I guess it's just a crafting question in general. You have this idea of what you want in your head, and then you do it, and you're like, oh, it's not quite what I was going for. It's okay, but it's not 100% what I was going for. So now I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and quilt it up. It's actually something for Becky's craft room. So hopefully once again, Becky likes it, even though it's not 100% how I hoped it had turned out, but that's okay. It's because when I put it together, it looked fine, but now that I'm sewing it together, it doesn't quite. Maybe I changed my mind. I don't know. It doesn't look bad. Like, it's, again, I think it's more or less that I thought whoa, okay, let's behave. Please, today, for 2 seconds. I guess maybe I just had something in mind and it's not happening. So I'm going to finish up those. Why I cut, I am so sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm turning into my daughter. Why I cut so many quilt tops at once, I don't know. But I did. So that was weird. But I'll show y'all those when I get them done. If y'all are interested. Maybe if you're not, you can just skip to the cross stitch part, I guess, if you're not. But let's see, what am I working on? What am I working on? Well, I'm going to show you. First thing I have been working on is is there an actual picture of it? No, I always pick it up thinking there's pictures, not. The Fox and Rabbit, Faith, Hope, and Love stitch along for 2004. I worked some on it and got a little further. Again, this is a very, it's not as red. Man, that fabric looks red. It's really not that red. It's red, but it's not that red. In person, it's a much more cranberry. So, but it's funny, the thread is coming out just fine, but the fabric looks so much more Christmassy than it really is. And there's a lot more purple in there than the camera's picking up. So, because I'm looking at it in the camera and I'm like, everybody's going to be like, what is she doing? But it's really not quite that red. So that's crazy. But so that's one. And this was much bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought it would take. But, and that's going to be the word Faith. And that is a more glitter thread. So I'm excited. I think it's coming along. So that is and that has a lot of Quaker. If you guys like Quaker stuff, you guys might like that. They are for sale on the Fox and Rabbit website if you're interested. So there's that one. I didn't show you this because my sister got me this for Christmas. And I made a little key zipper pull with little Barbie ornaments from Hallmark. Yay, Barbie. Barbie's the best. You know, she's going to be at the beach looking fabulous. So, what's in here? That's going to be a new start. I'll show you that in just a sec. But she also, I thought I'd put these closer to me. My other new start is in this one. She also got me this one. Don't you love it? Then you got that one with Max. And those are my new starts. And so what else do we have? I worked a little bit more on the Silver Creek sampler. Not a lot more, but a little more. And I'm trying to decide. I had some silver in the snow. But I'm trying to decide if I'm going to take it out. I'm not sure. Thoughts? Maybe I just need to do a whole snowflake and see. Or maybe just those two and do the rest. Will that look weird? I don't know. Still deciding. But I'll just maybe just do the words until I make a decision. But this just spoke to me. You know, just the whole no winter lasts forever. Because sometimes it feels like sun is not going to shine again. But it will. So I did work on that. As you can see, not very much. Very little bit. But a little. A little. We have in here. Now this one, I forgot all about it. Which I suppose happens every now and then. But it's an Ink Circles Moonbeam Tea. And I was like, what's in this bag? What? And I think this is very interesting. So, to me, the colors are coming out kind of 70s. This is a called for DMC. Now, I do not know why I'm getting that 70s, but it does feel very 70s, and it might be because the blue is a little more turquoise than black, because on the page, the fabric, oh no, it's more navy. It's more navy. I don't know if that makes a difference, but of course it does, because different colors pick up different color notes. So, but I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to finish it. I still really like it. And this I might make into a brick, and put by my tea things in my kitchen. So we drink a lot of tea up in here. We drink a lot of tea. We are tea positive. So that's been fun. But I was like a happy little, oh yeah. You know, you clean up your stuff and you find all your cool stuff. It was like that. It was like that. And the other one, which I am working real hard to finish, just because it's like, girl, get it done. Hometown Halloween. Gotta get her done, man. Stony Creek. These set of 4 little pamphlets makes that whole thing. I've seen it done, how I want to finish it as well. As a banner, you can just hang. And here's where we're at. We got the border completely done, and we're working on that last house. And then we're going to put on the buttons, and then she is going to be all the way done stitching wise, and then we're going to turn her into a banner. I'm doing one thread, at least one thread a night, because, you know, then we're getting there. We're getting there. Because sometimes it's what you got to do to keep the oomph going. So where I've spent most of my stitching time has been in the trying to finish the Hometown Halloween. The ghosty, man, I just got locked in on that ghosty. And of course, because it's mostly beads, it just takes longer. It's just how it works. And as we all know, my new start that I've done right now, my new start so far and it's not that far into the year. Rabbit and Fox has started, of course, their stitch along, and this year it's going to be a banner, they said. So my sister gave me some fabric. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, and she handed it to me, and it's called Artemis. It's this dark purple, and so I've gotten started. Of course, I have not finished all of January, but it's pretty much 3 of these, 2 of these, and this border on the bottom, and that will be January's. And so the colors I picked, because like I said, such a dark purple, like this makes it look even brighter than it is. It's very aubergine, very eggplant, and so, which made me think of fluorite, the fluorite crystal, which is dark purple like that in it, but it also has teal. So we got the teal, and it has lavender, and it has, of course, darker teals. So these are the 3 colors I picked. You could do one color. You can do whatever you want with these styles. Like I said, it's very interesting to go to the Rabbit and Fox Facebook page and just see everybody's ideas and everybody's creativity. One lady just basically took that basic pattern, and instead of cross stitch like here, she's got embroidery here and satin stitches, and it looks very, very cool. So I'm pretty excited about this. There's not a lot of variegation in this Artemis. It's mostly this purple color. I think it's gonna look real, real cool. My sister decided to do it this year, and she picked, I want to say it's called Serenity. I'm not sure, but it is a mottled brown. And to me, it looks almost like different shades of coffee. So there's black brown, there's regular brown. It's really, really pretty. And she has picked black, a darker brown, and like a tannish yellow as her color. So interesting enough, hers kind of looks like a tiger's eye in her colors. So I thought that was interesting. They both kind of picked pretty rock colors. So that's what I've started this year so far. What I will also be starting is the Ursula, as I know you guys know. Haven't started her yet, but I will be. I'm either going to start her this month or I'm going to start her next month. And I'm just deciding because I really want to finish that Hometown Halloween because it's so close. I'm going to be going back onto the Luna, which is Mirabella's Luna, Gonna be getting back to that. I have not worked on it at all since the last time I showed you guys. I've just been focusing on other things. So what I am going to be doing, starting also in the next few months, are these. And one is, bam, the little brown bat. So he's going to be a new start I'm going to be doing very soon. I just think he's cute as frickin' dickens. And I also got the crow. And how I want to display them both, I think is very, very cool. I'm very, very excited about it. So we're going to be starting him. Put him in the beach bag. And in the Christmas bag. Trying to decide if I'm actually going to stitch like Merry Christmas or something on there. We'll see. This is a Christmas present from my sister. Little stinker. She's a little stinker liar. That's what she is. Because she kept telling me, you don't need this. Because she bought it for me for Christmas. Little gaslighter. Rude. So rude. Oh. I'll let it go because it's Christmas. But I'll remember. Actually, I was very, very happy to get this. But I do remember I opened it up and I was like, that little snake. I can't believe her. And then my children were very confused. But I was like, you weren't there. You didn't hear the gaslighting. Because this was going to be, once I got a job, this was going to be my, hey, you got a job. Yay. So, Mary Mary by Mirabilia. Super, super excited. She said she had to stock because she didn't just get me the pattern. She also got me, ta-da, the beads. She said this was going in and out of being available. So she was stocking 1, 2, 3 stitch, I think, for that. As well as the Kreinik required. Those were going in and out. That I knew, like I saw that. And then there's also these. And that is Bittersweet is the red one, and Budding Leaf is the green. Silks from the Carrying Collection. Beautiful. Gorgeous, really. And I'm going to do that on one of my favorite Christmas fabrics, of course, which is the Dirty Ada. 14 count. I think she will look lovely. I think she'll pop right off of that. I think the greens and reds, like, granted, there's other greens. It's not just these two. But, oh, let's try not to drop everything. But look at that. That's a great backdrop. Great backdrop. So, put the Kreinik on there. Look at that. Look at that. It's gonna look great. So yeah. Little turkey lied to me. Oh. And you know what? The only reason I'm really upset is she, like, fooled me. Like, she got me good. So it's a little upsetting that I was so easily fooled. That's what I get for trusting my own sister, my own flesh and blood. Oh. My womb mate. That was my high school friend's joke. Was she would call us womb mates because she's my twin. So, which isn't the worst joke in the world, but back to the dad jokes. So, Christmas present full of Christmas cheer with Mary Mary. She is going to be a near start now. I'm going to not be starting her until I got more Luna done. So I'm also going to work on getting the Merry Christmas done because I prefer to do the Mirabilias on the scrolls because of all the beadwork. Because I do my beadwork as I go. As I do not like I do my back stitching as I go. I don't like to do a project and then do the back stitching because then it feels like I'm doing the same thing twice. I know I'm not, but that's what it feels like. So I do it on the scroll because you can't bead with the Q-snap and it just don't work unless it fits in the middle. So yeah, so we're going to put beautiful Mary Mary on a scroll. And how big is she? I actually didn't look at that. How big is she? How big are you, darling? 12.25 inches by 14.88. So 12 1/4 by almost 15 inches. Ooh, she's a big girl. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my goodness. So, excuse me. So yeah, she's gonna be a big girl. So she's definitely gonna need to go on a scroll. Some of the smaller ones you don't need that for. So in the upcoming future, we're gonna be starting Ursula the Brown Bat, Mary, and the other one. I want to start. And I was like, and it was right there. It was right there, and it jumped ship. So right now we got those 3. What I'm wanting to focus on finishing is, of course, Hometown Halloween, like I just said. Merry Christmas by Lizzie Kate. Those are the 2 let's get these 2 done. Let's get those 2 finished. I really did not work on Merry Christmas at all. I was very focused on Halloweeny things. Come to think of it, that's kind of strange and unusual. Okay, well, there you go. Oh, I didn't put that away. I should be putting my things away. That's how things get lost. So that's pretty much what's going on. I know it's they tend to be shorter videos when it's just me, but it is just me. Hopefully by next time I'll be able to get on the floor again, so we can be my beautiful lockers. You know, I know you guys miss them terribly, as I sit here at my husband's chair because he's at the office today. So, but I hope you guys are doing great. I hope your new year has started wonderfully, and would love to know what you guys are working on. Let me know in the comments how things are. If you like this kind of whatever this is, I'd say awesomeness, but I am biased towards myself, and I realize that. By all means, subscribe, like, and do all the things. It'd be awesome. And yeah, come back again. Do definitely get my new videos by the second weekend of the month, and I would love to see you. And I will hopefully have some perhaps some video of on the 31st. I'm going to a Stitch Day in Ocala, so might be able to show you some cool stuff there. Now, I don't know for sure if they allow that's, you know, filming and that sort of thing, but I'll see what I can do. You never know. So, and that's something that's headed up by, it's now Common Thread, used to be Brick City Cross Stitch, but you should go check them out. They're in Ocala, and they're a very cool shop. So, all right, guys, that's it. That's all for me. I'll let you know how the Stitch Day went, and I hope you guys have a super great rest of your month, a super great day, and you guys do your best to be your best and be awesome, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.